One of the central platforms of the Moon administration has been to foster a better relationship with your neighbor to the north, North Korea. After all of the hopes of the recent summits and the disappointments, in your view, where does this initiative stand now? Where is this going? What would be the best outcome?
예, 잘 아시다시피 지난해 4월
Yes, as you well know, following the Inter-Korean Summit in April last year, and afterwards the US-North Korea Summit, important momentum for denuclearization and establishment of peace on the Korean Peninsula was created. Even though the Hanoi Summit between the US and North Korea in February did not yield fruitful results, I think that the important momentum for another US-North Korea summit and the US-North Korea denuclearization negotiations have been maintained from the summit meeting between President Trump and President Moon in April. As the Deputy Prime Minister of the Economy, if the inter-Korean economic cooperation is to come to fruition in the near future, the Ministry of Economy and Finance, to which I belong, will probably take on this task. Of course, full-scale inter-Korean economic cooperation will be possible only if the denuclearization has completely been realized and the United Nations sanctions on North Korea are eased or eliminated. If the sanctions are not lifted, I think it would be difficult to realize a full-scale economic cooperation. However, in order to prepare for progress on denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula, lifting of the United Nations sanctions, and full-fledged inter-Korean economic cooperation in the future, we are quietly carrying out tasks on how to prepare and what to prepare with regard to the inter-Korean economic cooperation.
Well, one of Korea's most important export markets is China. How would you describe your trade relationship with China? Do you see China these days more as a competitor or as a partner in your export picture?
예, 제가 보건대 중국은
Yes, in my view, China is an economic partner and a well-intentioned competitor, as described in one line. In fact, China is Korea's #1 export country, and Korea is China's 4th largest export country. So there is a trend of growing mutual economic cooperation between the two countries. In recent years, as China has been experiencing rapid technological development in the high-tech industries, it is true that competition between Korea and China, and especially competition among Chinese and Korean businesses, are intensifying. However, I believe that Korea still maintains a comparative advantage and technical advantage in areas where Korea has traditionally been strong, such as semiconductors, electronic displays, and petrochemicals. Overall, in my opinion, though the competition is in good faith between the two countries, technical developments can be mutually promoted. Even though there are some views that China is a major threat to the Korean economy, I think that in general, rather than a threat, China is a competitor and a trading partner on the same path. Recently, the two countries are in the process of subsequent negotiations on services, investment, and finance as part of the bilateral FTA. I know that it is almost at the concluding stage. If the subsequent negotiations for services, investment, and finance are well completed, I think that the scope of economic cooperation that can benefit both countries will greatly expand.
이렇게 생각을 합니다.